I'm a very, very happy man today. Ever since phase 2 started, all my guests in studio have been guys. Today, I am flanked by two beautiful women. On my left, I have Lisa Marie White.
Hello.
And on my right, I have Sarah Jane White.
Hi.
You guessed it, they're sisters. And I'm very happy to have them in studio, and I'm not going to take so much time in front of the camera for this because I'm going to now hand over to Lisa Marie. Can you please tell everyone who you are and what you're all about?
Okay, so my name is Lisa Marie, and I was Miss Universe Singapore 2015. Yes. And I'm modeling and acting, but I also have a full-time job in F&B.
Okay, full-time job in F&B as well,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
And Sarah Jane.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jane. I am a fitness instructor and a semi-professional glamour model.
Professional glamour model.
Yeah.
You do know
semi-professional.
But you do know I'm gonna probe into that area.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did I say that right? Okay. I will have to find out more.
Yes.
Probe into that area. Chris, what are you thinking? Okay. Let's talk about Miss Singapore, or rather Miss Universe Singapore.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. How does one, Lisa, get into this pageant?
For that year, somebody suggested that I join, and I never really thought of it before. I mean, the thought did cross my mind when I was younger, but I never thought I'd be able to make it as far as I did. So I tried, and maybe it's because I was lucky. Maybe it's because it was my time, and I believe everything happens for a reason. So I would just happen to be lucky that year.
Lucky.
Yes.
Hang on a second. How many ladies were contestants during your time for this pageant?
So that year I didn't have a local pageant. Instead it was a closed door audition, and there were a few women that were shortlisted, and they got asked to come and audition. So we didn't have time for a local pageant because it was only 3 months before, and my national director had only bought it 3 months prior to the international pageant. So they had to find someone quick that they could mold and change and groom as fast as possible. So I don't know how many.
That doesn't sound easy, huh?
It was pretty tough. It was really tough and very intense.
So don't say it's luck, will ya?
Yeah.
It doesn't
it's
sound
hard
easy
work.
at all.
It's
She was
hard
very
work
good.
too. Yeah, a lot of hard work.
There you go. Okay. So, but you enroll, sign up for it, register for it?
Yes. So I registered for it.
And did you always have this passion to enter this pageant?
Well,
You said 19. Since 19, right?
No, since I was a teenager.
Oh, a teenager.
Teenager,
Okay.
yes. I never really thought about beauty pageants, but I've always wanted to be a model since I was young.
Okay.
Since I was young, I've always wanted to be a model and an actress. And everything that I've done in my life, I always put myself out there whenever there are competitions, national competitions or anything. I'm always putting myself out there. So the reason why I joined Miss Singapore was because I thought it would open the door for me to get better opportunities into the entertainment industry.
Hold on to that thought. The opportunity into the entertainment industry. I'll get right back to that one. So, Sarah.
Hi.
What was the thing you said? A semi-glamour model.
Yeah, basically, like girls who model in lingerie, nude, bikini. You see girls in Playboy. Those are called, glamour models.
So that's what you do.
On the side, yeah.
On the side.
Yeah.
So you're a glamour model on the side. What do you?
Semi-professional glamour model.
One sister says that I was lucky to get to be crowned, and the other sisters are now say, "Oh, semi is just semi,"
Not yet a professional. Slowly,
Okay.
maybe.
But can you tell us more about that? Because I'm curious. I mean, I'm not such a young man anymore. Still young, but not that young. And this is kind of new to me.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a term that's used. It's called the thirst trap.
The first what?
Thirst
I've never heard
trap.
of
Thirst trap. Thirst trap.
You never
Thirst trap.
heard of? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thirst.
Thirst.
Yeah, yeah,
Thirsty?
this
Thirsty, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thirsty to the point of drooling, and then these guys get trapped. Guys, I mean, of
Yeah.
course, right?
That's
Yeah.
basically it,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Basically, mostly men. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some women.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a thirst trap. You
Yeah.
brought this to a new level.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, damn, girl. I mean, some of the stuff I see,
How do you see? You subscribe?
no, I didn't
No,
subscribe.
so you post
My
on your
Instagram?
Instagram.
Hey, hang on. I did not subscribe. Let me qualify. I did not subscribe. I feel kind of weird if I would, if I would have done that, but I did not.
don't know,
I'm
research?
sorry, but I didn't subscribe.
No,
But
it's okay.
I've seen how
My
do you call
Instagram
those?
photos?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I
Okay.
wanted to call them teasers. Okay.
Teasers. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a teaser.
it's like
right?
boudoir photo shoots, photography, and everything.
Boudoir photo shoot.
Yeah.
Chris, you're getting old. Okay, so this is a thirst trap,
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Okay. So how did you manage to monetize that on your Instagram account?
So I found out about it's called Priva Pose.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Australian company, and like anyone can use the platform. So chefs, beauty vloggers, ASMRs, YouTubers, you can actually use that platform as
Yeah.
a way to make money. So people subscribe to
Okay.
your content, and then you post. So there's a monthly subscription.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I do modeling,
Yeah.
nude modeling, lingerie, bikini. So I always post a lot of things on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why not monetize it? So I joined there, and I've been making money since COVID's happened. I mean,
Yeah, but,
the training has been.
She's been making a lot of money, man. She's been making a lot
I
of
was
money.
just
Yeah.
about to ask that question. So okay, you've been making a lot of money.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it.
I'm like, I wish I could do that. A little bit. A little
want-
part of me wishes
But we're
I could do
different,
that.
so.
Dude, that's
yeah.
why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you have that Priva posting
No.
going
No,
on?
of course I do not.
No.
I do not.
No.
But I am not opposed to it. I actually have several girlfriends who are doing this. It's not new. There's also there are a
actually.
lot of other websites, and a lot of women are monetizing this. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that if a woman feels comfortable enough doing it, and they're right. A lot of people are posting sexy pics on Instagram anyways. Why not monetize it and
Okay.
on a private website?
But now that you said that, right? See, a lot of women are doing this. Sure, a lot of women are doing this, but not.
Not
It's
so
not a
much.
majority
No,
of
of
women
course
doing that,
not.
right? Okay, there's a lot of women doing it, sure, but it's not a majority.
No.
Of women who actually
No.
would take shots the way you
Yeah.
take them,
Nude
right?
photo shoots, not
Okay.
often. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Let me just ask you now that you put it on Priva Post. Now,
Yeah.
what happens if it gets leaked out?
What do you mean, like?
Okay,
Oh, you mean leaked out?
Leaked out, and it comes out somewhere in social feeds, and
Yeah.
no one paid for it, but somehow it got, it's leaked out into the open. And how would you feel about that?
I mean, I guess it's inevitable. It can happen. So I make sure that every photo I post, I am comfortable with it getting leaked out. But honestly, I really don't mind. Like, I feel like I look good. I feel good. So I'm not bothered.
But
actually.
her pictures are not. I mean, they're not pictures of her like
The
opening
eagle?
her legs or anything like that. I mean, it's not.
It's like
not
artistic.
porn. It's
Yeah.
not porn.
Okay, it's not
artistic.
porn, sure. Okay, it's not.
yeah.
Okay, let's put this in perspective. It's not Hustler, it's Playboy.
Yeah, I would say more of like.
Maxim.
Yeah.
Maybe Maxim.
FHM.
FHM Maxim for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Hardcore porn.
Man, I've been so used to talking to guys all the time. Now that I'm talking to ladies, I'm like trying to find ways and how am I going to broach topics without being embarrassed myself. But
You embarrassed?
yeah, hello.
Really?
I can be quite bashful.
Okay.
But most women, don't you think, would be upset or embarrassed if pictures of them get circulated online? Let's say, for example, a boyfriend takes a shot at them,
Yeah.
privately, and then it goes out online, and then most women get embarrassed. But you just volunteer to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a bit different. Like, because mine is more professional photo shoots, so
Okay.
I don't really feel anything when it comes to that, unless it was like a real photo that my boyfriend like took of me like naked. And I'm like, Like that would be freaking weird. And he leaked it. I'd be like, that's horrible.
So as long as you were not posing,
Professional. As long as it's a
okay.
professional, photographer who took it, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to your sister now. You said just now that if you entered Miss Singapore,
Yeah.
It was in the hope that it will open new doors and avenues for you, especially in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
Did it work?
It did a little. Definitely got me noticed and it helped me, but it didn't help me as much as I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at the end of the day, it still depends on who you know. And I mean, I was actually doing quite well. I had a good momentum going. And then I went to London for acting school. And so I disappeared and I was out of the scene and I didn't hear for casting directors. I was like, okay, I'm going to acting school and I'll be back. When I came back, I actually have gotten less jobs from before I went to London for acting school.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know. And I think maybe it's because I was away for a while and people forgot about me or something. But I feel like I have to work my way into it all over again.
Oh. Well, that's entertainment. So
Yep.
now that didn't happen, what have you been up to?
So I've been doing lots of stuff on Instagram. I work with brands on Instagram.
Mhm.
So they work with me and I feature their brands. So I'm monetizing that. I wouldn't call myself an influencer. No,
Okay.
not an influencer.
Okay.
But yeah, so that helps. And also I've been doing lots of these kind of stuff. So that's
I've seen you on air for the morning show, 913,
Yes, I was just replacing FD for 2 weeks, so that was fun.
because he was on leave and you replaced FD.
Yes.
And
for a week.
SPH called you to do that.
It was the guys. It was Sean, Glenn.
Oh, the
and
boys,
the guys that
Right,
asked me.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. The boys asked you to do that. So what else have you been doing besides all this?
I've also been doing. I got that new FMB job.
And what are you doing there?
So I just help out with the events, do the guest relations, and yeah, it's different. It's very long hours, very tiring, but I also have the flexibility to do my own thing, so that's what's good about it. But I've always loved. I would rather do that than do something in the office because I love being around people and meeting people, and I'm a very social person. I thrive around people and in a social setting.
Right. So you're happier there.
Then
As then compared to your dreams and ambition of going into entertainment.
Oh, of course, I would like to, but there are not enough entertainment jobs for you to do acting full time.
Have you ever thought about it? You went over to London to study acting,
Yeah,
and haven't you ever thought perhaps that you could find opportunity elsewhere?
yeah, perhaps,
Yep.
perhaps. Not right
Okay.
now. Nobody can go anywhere right now, but
Ain't that the truth? Let's go back to your competition,
Yeah.
the pageant. After you made it and you were crowned, what was it like rubbing shoulders with some of the most beautiful women from all over the world who were all vying for that top spot?
is that your question, or are you asking if it was a catty thing?
Just tell me the truth. Be honest.
No. So honestly, they are the most amazingly beautiful women that I've known my whole life, who are beautiful inside and out. Most of them. We actually still have a WhatsApp group now, and we still keep in touch. So with what happened in Lebanon, unfortunately, we
Yeah.
reached out to Miss Lebanon. We asked her if she was okay,
Right.
and she sent us all the updates, and we asked how we can help and everything. We have a really strong support system, and a lot of us are really good friends and stay in touch, and we have reunions almost every year. This year we were supposed to have one in New York, but that didn't happen. We had one in Bali last year and the year before. But no, most of the girls are wonderful. They're like my sisters, and we all get each other. We understand each other, and we talk about the problems that only I guess we would understand, like social pressure, the pressure to do something really good because we were Miss Singapore before, or the Miss Universe of our countries. We feel like there are expectations on us to do certain things, like start our own businesses, or like marry a super rich guy or something, you know? I mean, because that's what people think. But, you know,
Yeah,
they don't
it's-
understand that
it's-
we're normal girls and
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's a stereotype.
yeah.
I admit it. I would have thought the same. But the thing is, but I just need to understand. We've always heard so many stories about. You just said it's a sisterhood. It became a sisterhood, right? But were there any cat fights? Really?
No, there weren't any cat fights. I mean, there were maybe one or two ladies who were a little bit more full of themselves,
Bitches.
or who would just, or who
You.
would just
Bitches,
like
bitches,
keep to
okay.
themselves, and they were just in competition mode. Like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm just gonna come here and win. But I mean, they lose out because in the end we are friends, and the women that go there with that mindset to win, maybe they win, maybe they get a really high spot, but they don't have the friendship that we have, basically.
Okay, so it's nice to hear because everyone seems to have this. Everyone draws aspersions. Most people do about contestants for pageants, and behind the scenes, do they go after each other? Cat fights happening and blah blah blah. And all
Not
that.
at all.
Well, that's good to know. But after you got crowned, I mean, what happens after that? Someone's crowned a beauty queen like you, Miss Universe Singapore, right? And what happens after that?
So we train for the international pageant,
Sure.
of course.
Mhm.
So you mean after the international pageant? Is that what you mean?
Let's talk about what are your responsibilities. I'm sure you do have a certain responsibility for as being crowned Miss Singapore.
Well, we have to. We work with a charity. I was working with a charity, and then we have to attend charity events and whatever. So I am owned by the Miss Universe Singapore organization. So
What do you mean by own? What do you
basically-
mean by own?
so I have a contract with them, and anything they want me to do, I have to do. If I have a job, then I have to do the job.
Anything.
This and that.
What do you mean by anything? Give us.
No,
some
it's
examples.
basically just charity events or showing up to the talk show or media stuff, party launches maybe. That was fun.
Well, I'm sure it is. Okay, so it wasn't hard. It wasn't a hard time after being crowned. They didn't put you through your paces where you have to do things you don't like to do.
No, it was nothing like that.
Nothing like that. huh?
Like that. Yeah.
Okay, but you can't do anything else. You can't work for anyone else for that period.
I could, but just no other talent agencies or modeling agencies.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in that way you're bonded.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Sarah,
Hi.
let's go back to your semi.
Wait, shall we cheers
Yeah,
first? Shall
Sure,
we cheers?
sure. Cheers. This is she's the only one having the chrysanthemum tea. Yeah.
I love it.
Chrysanthemum tea.
Yeah, chrysanthemum tea, huh? Doing what you're doing with Privapulse,
Yeah.
the people who matter in your life, like for example, your folks, your parents,
My mom.
your mom,
Yeah.
okay,
Your boyfriend.
A boyfriend.
your boyfriend,
Of
okay.
4 years.
So,
Yeah. Which should we
How do
talk
they feel
about?
Well, let's talk to your folks.
Okay.
How do they feel about this?
My mom, she's actually really supportive because her friends are on Playboy, FHM. Her friends sometimes, they look hot.
My
They
mom
look
has
good.
my mom
Yeah.
has really good looking Indonesian friends
Mhm.
Yeah,
who
and
do these things.
They're nice people. To my
Okay.
mom, that's all that matters. If you're a good person, you don't need to judge.
So your mom's cool with it.
She's cool. As long as
Dad?
I'm not a porn star, she's cool.
Dad? How about
My
your
dad, my real dad, he's just like, Sir Jane, don't tell me about this. He doesn't want to know. But my stepfather, every week after he's had some beers, he'll come to me. He'll be like, Sarah, are you going to close the site down? Because he's in the business industry. So he's like, this is a bit
Okay.
different for him.
Okay, but he's not like objecting.
He's not
terribly
objecting.
to
He's
it.
just like, will you close it soon?
I don't think he's happy with it, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
He's seen us grow up, and
Since
he's
we're-
basically been
Yeah.
a dad for us most of our lives.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
yeah.
How about your boyfriend?
Yeah, he's cool. He knows that I like doing this.
That's a keeper, man.
Yeah,
He's cool,
no,
huh?
he's cool because I mean, in the end, everything I send out there, I put
Uh-huh.
out there, I give it to him too. And also, he's very supportive of this. He knows that I would love to go into more nude photo shoots, but probably more bigger ones.
Okay.
Like, if I could be on FHM, I would love to, kind of thing, you know? And he's
Okay.
supportive of that. I think he knows what type of person he's with.
You know, it's funny you say that because when I was Miss Singapore, my national director actually told me, she said, Lisa, if FHM ever calls you, make sure you don't work with them because we don't want that image of Miss Singapore to be on FHM.
Okay.
okay,
But
sweet.
what happens if that were to happen really now that you're not bonded
Yeah.
to the Miss Universe brand? If FHM hypothetically calls you up and gives you that opportunity, would you do it?
I wouldn't do
I
it
don't
because
think so.
it's not my image
Okay.
and it's not
Yeah,
what I'm comfortable with.
You will do it.
of course.
You won't do
I
it.
would do
Nope.
it straight.
But I have nothing against women that want to do it. I'm all for them. Do
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Do what you
That's-
love. Do
yeah.
what you're comfortable with. Like,
You know, I'm sitting here in the center, in the middle here. I'm sitting in the middle, and I'm just trying to understand this whole thing. You know,
What are you
because-
trying to understand? It's 2020.
Well, yeah, thank you so very much. As I said, I'm not that young too. You know, I'm still trying to get used to because you know, in my day,
Yeah.
when you know, ladies who are my contemporaries, my peers,
Yes.
right, talk to them about these kind of things, and they go, "Are you kidding me?" Right? And now I'm talking to you much younger ladies, right? And the perspectives are so different from what my generation's used to. Right? I would, yeah, it's refreshing.
maybe only us, not many girls, would be more chill.
I
I would say,
Really?
yeah, quite a lot of people are like, why are you doing that? Well, that's a bit weird.
with that American accent.
Maybe not. but-
Why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that?
Yeah. So tell me. So you're saying
In my mind.
there are not many girls too in your generation, your peers, your contemporaries. They
They're probably still judged, right?
As
I mean,
well?
of course, yeah.
do you get a lot of that?
I mean, I hear people talking to people, but
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, they're obviously judging. But like I said, it's like preferences. Not many people are okay. Some people may think this is a bit too much.
So yeah.
Sorry.
Sure,
I
go ahead.
think it depends on your social group and the kind of people that you mix around with. For our social group, they're very open
Mm-hmm.
and they're a lot more liberal, not very conservative. They're the ones who go out a lot. They party a lot.
Yeah.
They're comfortable with their sexuality and comfortable. They're a bit more Western, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, yeah. Okay. So it's the circles that you guys hang out in. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, they are acceptable to all these things. You know, they are
Yeah.
okay with this. But still, you're saying that even though your generation of people, your generation, there's still people who are kind of conservative about
of
this.
course, yeah, of course.
So that really hasn't changed very much. It's just that the circle that you run with is
I
different.
would say.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. You know, I think that youngsters these days are a lot more open
Than
to
the older, yeah.
to maybe the things that you wouldn't be open to when you were younger. I feel like we're a lot more open to that.
More
We're open to a lot of things. Youngsters are open to same-sex relationships. They're open
Marriages,
to
yeah.
same-sex marriages. There's so many things that I feel we've changed.
Okay, that's fair. But you know, if I, thankfully I don't at this moment. If I had a daughter, and she says to me, you know, Dad, I'm gonna be doing this, like what you're doing,
Yeah.
and I really don't know what I'll say. Don't get me wrong, I'm not judging you.
No, it's okay.
I'm
it's
not
okay.
saying what you're doing is wrong.
No, it's just
Uh,
not everyone would.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go there. You know.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm asking myself, sitting right here, as I said, you know, sitting in the middle here, how am I feeling about this? And that's why, you know, I'm rarely stumped behind a microphone. I'm rarely stumped in my show, but today I'm kind of stumped. And I'm trying to, you know, while we're talking, I'm trying to discover why, Chris, why are you so stumped? then it just occurred to me, if I had a daughter and she tells me she wants to do this, I really don't know how I'd feel. What I'd be thinking. As I said, it's not that I'm against what you do. No, it's not that's not my role. You know? But I'm just asking myself. I mean, aren't we exposing someone too much?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, not many people would be okay. I think my real dad, if he was here, he'll probably tell me off to like, Sarah Jane, you better take it down, kind of thing. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's what that's why I am sitting here kind of tongue-tied.
Yeah.
And that's not me. Today I am.
So,
Yeah.
in my personal opinion, I think it's really, really amazing that a woman in this day and age, in 2020, that we can even think about doing things like that and feel comfortable about it.
Yeah.
We've come so far, the history of women have come so far from even, 20 years ago or 40 years ago or something. We have so much freedom now, and I think that's great. I think that women should be able to do whatever they want to do.
Just like men. If they want a nude model.
No, now that you mention it, maybe I should set up my own Priva post.
You can actually probably do it with this or anything. A talk show.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
you want to do new Malay.
Yeah, man, why not, man? Let's try that.
I'm not sure what your target market will be, but we can try.
Aunties that I know, ladies that I would call auntie lah. Even then, I won't sell.
Okay, so what if, for example, in an alternate universe, your wife wanted to do something like that? Would you be supportive of her doing that or no?
Okay, I know the woman I married, and she's always been this swanky dresser. Her late dad used to tell her, "Would you feel cold?" Don't you think you'll be, feeling cold when you go out clubbing and all that, dressed in that thing, right? A slinky dresser.
Yeah.
That's the proper term. And I know what she's about, but I know she will never do this.
Yes.
Yeah. On the based on your example, on a hypothetical that she comes to me one day and says, babe, I'm gonna go do this, and what would I do? Hell no.
Really?
I mean,
Hell no.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it if I'm married pre-post, but I would still do nude modeling,
What's the difference, Sarah?
Yeah,
The
exactly. What's the difference?
The difference is that I guess it's on that platform and otherwise it's on something else. But I would still do modeling.
Okay.
I guess,
on a
modeling's all cool,
page. I mean, it's all cool. Going in, entering a pageant like your sister, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But putting your pictures on
Full on,
and your teasers come out, and then don't you think about there being guys out there who most of them would be pervs, who'll be drooling like hell, right? And then they go, okay, never mind, I'll pay.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of market you're attracting, don't you think so?
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm okay because even Lisa is so conservative at Instagram, and guys are sending her dick pics
Wait,
every time.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that one.
Sometimes, not every time. I do get sent dick pics sometimes. I mean, they're pervs. Even if you're
everywhere.
conservative and you're, I mean, I'm not so conservative, but even if you don't
bit,
show sexy
So
pics or
much,
anything,
yeah.
you still have pervs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well monetize it.
But those
Why
are
not?
pervs or eventually know
Sometimes.
because they have your number to send you the dick
No,
pics, right?
it's sent through Instagram.
Holy
Instagram
crap.
story.
Yeah, but
Private message, I mean.
wow, I'm really trying to thread this
So-
together here because I just cannot understand. You guys, both of you have said this, and both of you have agreed that look, even if I don't post it, I'm still gonna get pervs looking at me, sending me
Yeah.
dick pics and all that kind of stuff, right? But then again, fucking hell, you're presenting more of an opportunity, isn't it?
Yep.
By doing this.
Yep.
And these pervs go, it's cool, that's cool, I'll pay for it, I'll pay. It's cool. And what do you think what their
Definitely.
opinions of you would be? That you're easy?
I guess maybe they're hoping So they're like, sometimes they're like, hi, will you meet for sex? I'm like, sorry, I don't do that kind of thing. But
you get stuff like that.
yeah, of
That's
course.
what I mean.
Of
You're
course.
opening a Pandora's box. So
But
you-
even I get stuff like that, you see.
even if okay, you're not doing what she does.
Yes.
But even you get stuff like that.
Yes, even I get requests on like, oh, will you spend some time with me? I'll pay you, like basically to be an escort.
Yeah.
And I get offered a lot of money for that. but-
Propositions, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. But don't you get it?
I get it.
I know you
get it.
get you.
I
You're,
get
you're
it.
getting this stuff regardless of whether you put yourself in private post,
Yeah.
but like what Sarah Jane is doing. And but then again, don't you think you're opening up yourself
More
even
doors.
more?
Yeah.
So
what you
basically,
mean.
I think so. What you're saying is that she's making herself become an object of
Yeah.
Men-
objectification.
Yeah.
Doing things too.
Again, I'm not making
Yeah.
any judgments. I'm
No,
not
yes.
disrespecting
No, of
this.
course,
of course.
But I'm just being very open about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess men will do that. I really don't mind.
But she's
actually.
comfortable being
Yeah.
objectified, and I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like the Kardashians. The
I'm
Kardashians
fine.
are comfortable doing that.
Okay,
so.
but the Kardashians are not here. You girls are here. So I'm gonna, since you said that, so
Yeah.
I'm just, both of you can give me the answer here.
Of course.
Okay.
Explain to me, what does it mean to allow yourself, or don't mind being objectified? How do you get there? How do you even get there? I mean, most women will go, "Oh, stop this! Don't objectify women." But here you have two ladies who are saying that I'm okay with it. How does that happen? How does that happen?
I'm not saying that I'm okay with it. I'm saying that if a woman is comfortable objectifying herself and putting herself out there and allowing herself to be objectified, then I think it's fine. But there are women who also feel like, oh, like, don't treat me like an object. I'm not an object. I'm my own person, and just because I dress like this, I shouldn't be objectified. Then they should be treated the way that they would like to be treated.
Yeah, I guess I'm the other person. Yeah, I'm really fine. I mean, I wanted to get a boob job at 11 years old.
What?
I've always been like that.
No, as in since she was 11, she's always wanted
Yeah.
to get a boob job. And
So-
my mom said you can't get a boob job until after you turn
21.
21.
So I saved money and I got one. It's like I've always had them, and I wanted to be a pole dancer at 12.
What?
Yeah, that's just.
yeah, you see, me and my sister are very different, but I love her and I respect her.
Yeah, that's all cool. That's all cool. Wait. 11, you wanted a boob job. At 12, you wanted to be a pole dancer.
Yeah.
When she was
Lisa,
older.
When you were 11,
When I was
what was it
older.
you wanted?
I wanted to be a model or a famous actress.
Okay, at 12, same.
At 12, yeah. It's probably the same.
So we're really different. Can you see how?
No, I'm losing my mind here, man. This is blowing my fucking mind up, man. I'm telling you.
When we were young, but we used to wear shirts really short. Like when we were really young, 9 years old, we started tying crop tops on our shirts and everything. We were a bit intense. I
We
would
watched
say.
too much American drama.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that, I mean, I actually know a handful of girls personally who are doing what Sarah's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me think. About 5 girls personally, 6 including Sarah, who are doing this, who are monetizing sexy pics. And yeah, I actually have, because sometimes I talk to these girls about what my sister is doing, and they're like, oh yeah, link me up with your sister, let me talk to your sister, and it's like a lot of people are open to it.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure, but like I said, I'm not making any judgments. It's just me. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this whole thing because
It's hard to understand.
Yeah, it's just a whole new world for me, man. Come on,
Yeah.
give me a break. You
Yeah.
know, I mean,
It's
it
fine.
is a whole new world
No,
for me.
a lot of Singaporean men who are subscribing are like, whoa, what's this? So they're pretty. It's pretty new to them too.
Yeah. I mean, shucks, I don't belong in this bloody world
I
anymore, man.
have a question. Do you think that if you were probably born in the West and raised in the West, you think you'd be more open to it? Or do you think it's because we are in Singapore that you feel uncomfortable about it?
I wouldn't even boil it down to being Asian. I wouldn't even boil it down to being the conservative Singaporean, because I'm not that conservative.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not that conservative, but this is blowing my mind because this is far beyond me, even, you know. And even if I think for me it is about being raised the way I've been raised, yeah,
Yeah.
and not having the exposure to these sort of stuff. When I was young, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, when I was young, there was no internet,
Yeah.
right? And getting a copy of Playboy magazine was like, wow. You know
What
how
is
difficult
this?
it is to get that, you know? I mean, it's still illegal today. But
Really?
now-
In Singapore?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
don't find Playboy and all that being on sale. So
Yeah.
You don't.
You're not supposed to buy or sell
You can't.
copyright
You can't.
images of
It's not just that.
sexual
You can't
things.
bring
yeah.
it home.
Yeah.
If you're overseas, if they check, they'll just confiscate it.
Yeah.
Confiscated, then they read it in the
Yeah.
book.
I think that's what they do.
I can't imagine. And you're likely right, but never mind. And you see, back in the day, we were not exposed to these sort of things. Now you can just get on the computer and
Internet. Yeah.
for many years already, as a matter of fact, and you know the terms that you know that surface that I get to know about, and that because the online generation, it tells
Yeah.
you this is I can't say it in front of the camera, stuff that we never would have dreamed of.
Yeah.
You know things that people do. We never would have dreamt of these things. So it's not about whether I was born in the West or not. Even back, I suppose, in the 80s and 90s in Europe or in the US, it would have been a little different too. You know, there would still be people who would go, no, I mean, we're not going to do this kind of risque kind of shots and
Yeah.
stuff, you know. And it's only a very small community of people that do that. But today, it does
Yeah.
seem to me it's kind of wide. It's a wider community of people doing it, right? Based on what I'm hearing from the two
It
of you.
is. I think times are changing, and younger Singaporeans are becoming a lot more open-minded. That's what I think.
Shucks. Okay, it's mind blowing. Yeah. So, but you know, Lisa, you had this show that President Halimah Yacob was on as well,
Yeah.
discussing social cohesion and mobility.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something interesting. That you mentioned that Sarah was passed out for roles because she's a bit darker than you.
Yes, yes. So when, for example, for when they're casting for modeling jobs and stuff like that, I would present my sister. They say, "Oh, do you have a sister? Do you have friends?" So I present my sister, and they would say, "Oh, she looks too Malay." It's
Yeah.
not that she's too dark; she looks too Malay. But I mean, you see that a lot, and this is what I don't like about the entertainment industry in Singapore. You have specific roles for specific races. They will say, okay, this role
Yep.
has to be played by a
Yep.
Chinese. This role has to be played by this person, that person. In places like London, you don't even specify a race. If someone has the capability to play the role, they will cast the best person for the role. And I don't understand why in Singapore we still have, I don't know, like,
Casual racism.
So
oh,
annoying.
for sure.
I
There's,
wouldn't call it systemic. Do you think it's systemic? We're multiracial. We're supposed to be a harmonious
actually not.
multiracial country.
I don't know. I don't think Singapore is as multiracial
No.
compared to different countries that I've been to. But touchy subject, huh? I feel like I don't
talk
want
about
to.
it.
has a-
I mean,
still
talk
has a
about
lot
it.
of
Okay,
work.
But I do like talking about this.
Because
I feel.
I belong to the ethnic minority as well.
You do?
Of
really?
course I do.
But the thing is, you look Chinese.
You do look a bit.
You look Chinese, so it's
Yeah,
it's-
but I've got a guy who looks Chinese with a funny freaking name. You know what I mean?
it's handsome. A nice name. Nice.
nice
Thanks.
name.
Yeah, but then again, how come your name's so funny but your face looks like Gina? You know what? This is what I get
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
too.
Understand, I
And
understand.
but believe me, I of course I have experienced very often, casual racism. Yeah. There's two parts to it as far as I'm concerned, and that one would be the Singapore I know where we can make fun of everybody and everyone laughs it off, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's
it
a
is.
kampong thing,
Yeah, yeah.
And the other one is people who just blatantly just go at you, or not, and not realizing that they're having a go at you.
You mean the ignorance? People being
The
racist and being
ignorance.
ignorant.
Yes, the ignorant people.
Yeah.
You know, so that's quite a lot of that happening here as well. You know, and then the usual response would be, oh yeah, don't be so sensitive. You know, and
Yeah, it is.
you know, but you're right. The entertainment world, why is it so weird? We need a Chinese female.
25. She needs to
25.
play the role of
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. So when you had that show with the president, what happened? What was you discussed about Sarah? What'd she say?
You know, they didn't really say much about it. And I actually asked a question as well. I asked, why is it necessary to state our race on our IC? Because I don't understand why. Do you understand why we have to put our race on our IC?
I don't
The
know.
only, you know, we've talked about this before on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of about having a race on IC is it's the same thing as if a crime is committed, you need to describe the person's race. Like even in the US, Caucasian male, you know,
Okay, yeah.
blah blah blah, right? And so maybe it's easier identification. It is what ID is about, it's identification, right? But if I had my way, I forget about the damn race and just go, I'm Singaporean.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, I have an interest talking about racism. I have a very interesting story. So I have a French friend, and he's black, right? And he said that he has never felt less black than he has as he's been in Singapore. He's never felt the least black in his life because, okay, so one of the examples he gave was when he was looking for a place to rent to stay in. A lot of the ads said like no native Chinese,
No Indians.
Yeah, no Indians. So he would tell the person he was renting from, like, oh, by the way, I'm black. Your ad said no Indians, so I was wondering if you would be okay with me because I'm black. And they're like, oh, you're black? Where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm French and I'm in a banking job. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're fine. So he says that the racism that Indians and some native Chinese experience here is the same sort of racism that he experiences back home in France. So he gets a lot of racist remarks and racist incidents like that happen to him. But yeah, there's so much racism in Singapore, and I hope it changes.
Have you ever encountered any?
For sure. I mean, in school, because I am half Malay, but I'm not Muslim, I've gotten a lot of flack for that.
Yeah.
Especially people would go up to us and tell us like, oh, your mom is going to hell because she left the religion, or
Yeah.
or
When she's actually such an amazing person.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
really
Good person,
makes me
yeah.
mad. It makes me so mad. I would just tell them, go focus on your own religion and
You-
do your own thing,
yeah.
but don't bring my mother into it because you don't know what she's like, basically.
Yeah.
How about you, Sarah?
Yeah, always used to call me Sarah Jane Black because I'm like,
You know,
I'm Malay, so they call me that.
We were tanner when we were
Yeah.
younger in primary school.
But
yeah.
when you're Malay, they'll be like, why you eating pork? You know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not Muslim, huh? Then why you Malay? And I'm like, well, I'm not Muslim. So a lot, yeah.
There's a lot of
course.
ignorance. There's a lot of ignorance here in Singapore. I gotta admit, and been there as well. Sometimes I just shake my head. You know, I say, "There's no
you've
point."
experienced. So what about the
course.
racism that you've experienced?
You have to remember, when I was, again, I'm older, right?
Yeah.
And back then, you throw a stone, you don't hit a white guy. You don't. You have them, but it is not like the amount of Caucasians you have today in Singapore.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right? Once you have a name like mine, you're like kind of different.
I
Right.
understand.
And in the Eurasian community, you gotta understand. You gotta know this also, that when we check off on any form on what your race is, it's others, and you write it.
Yeah.
And we've been around for ages. It's not as if we just existed like the last 20 years even.
Yeah.
We've been here even from the colonial days. And we still don't have our race there for you to just check off.
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
I just don't, and I don't understand the inertia behind why can't they just change that?
That's true.
right? And
Yeah.
just get rid of others and just put Eurasian, and then you have another box called others.
Others, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Very
So
true.
so that alone to me, it's it gives it lends a bitter taste in your mouth as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does. I'm not the only one who feels. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way as
Yeah.
a Eurasian person.
No,
I'm
there
sure
was somebody that actually just talked about that the other day to me, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. How come they don't have that?"
Yeah, and you know
weird.
what? We haven't had an answer actually, as far as I know it. No one's given us an answer about why. Oh, you're categorized under others, and you got to write it down. It's silly as hell.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But sadly, you struck a chord there about when you're in London, you discovered that when casting calls come and they don't actually bother about your race.
It's actually illegal to cast a person based on their race
Yeah.
right now over there.
Oh,
and I'm glad that's the right
that's
thing
nice.
to do.
Yeah.
That is the right thing to do.
I
And-
think in Singapore, it's
Mhm.
because you have to fit certain quotient, like certain number of people for certain roles. I think it's because it's to promote some sort of racial harmony thing on TV. You have
Mhm.
to be politically correct and
Mm.
have the right number of
Yeah.
people. You have to have the token Indian guy in the show, the token Malay guy.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, It's got to change. We got to evolve.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to evolve.
A whole lot.
We've been stuck in this since the 70s, man. It's still the same damn thing. But
Yeah.
Sarah,
But evolve to what Sarah's doing or no?
okay. That's the thing about the online world, huh?
Yes.
You see, look at this podcast. I've been very polite, actually, to the two of you. I've really watched my language a lot. Really. Because for the first time, I got ladies, seated in the studio with me and said, Chris, how are you going to do this? I did spew a little expletive just now, but again, it's a different world. You do what you do, right? I say what I say.
Yep.
It's not mainstream. I think it's a good break from the norm. I kind of enjoy it. I mean, we're just simply sitting down here at the table, ignoring the cameras in front of us, and we're just having a chat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fun that way, and I think it's real. It's not curated
Yeah.
to the point of no return sometimes. Yeah, which brings me to this question for Sarah. Doing what you're doing, and with this crazy culture going on now, it's called the cancel culture.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's nuts.
It's
Honestly,
too much.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even bother reading.
It's way too
Good
much.
for
No,
you,
it's
girl.
when people
don't get
say people say things like what happened to Samantha. You know the Samantha Katie incident, Miss Malaysia, who said black people should relax.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
actually know her,
Okay.
and I feel like she got too much hatred for that.
Yeah, it gets overboard.
People are just bullies after
Yeah.
a while. It's just annoying, I think.
But the worst part is they think they've awakened to some kind of righteous light
Yeah.
that you've done this wrong, we got to do something to you because you are. It's a lynch mob,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? It's the new modern age version of dunking witches back then, way back
Yeah.
when,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah,
That's
you're a
true.
witch. We're gonna dunk you, then we're gonna burn
Fire,
you with
fire,
a stake.
yeah.
That's true. I never thought of that.
Yeah,
Thought of
it's
that.
the
so
same
true.
thing, don't you think so? It's like,
Yeah.
come on, cast ye not the first stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this crazy cancel culture. Has anyone tried to cancel you?
I don't understand what cancel culture
As
is.
in, like,
attack
has
me?
anyone- Yeah, attack you.
And go out there and say, there's this person here, her name is Sarah Jane White, she does shit like this.
Oh, no.
No?
But I feel like cancel culture is people standing up for victims or people that they feel are being mistreated or
Or a race, right?
yeah.
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 Okay.
So I feel like they feel like they should be protecting these people. I think that there are some people that I agree with should be cancelled, like this specific Singaporean blogger. I'm very glad that she's getting cancelled now because I've always thought she's a bully.
I like
Those
her,
are my
but
personal thoughts.
I defended her,
I
You
like
defended her.
I defended her on the other show.
I like
You
her.
defended her.
I did, but hang on.
Yes.
Hang on.
Yes.
Choto,
Okay.
let me clarify and qualify. I defended her because two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
That yes, what she said, no, that's awful, but what people want to do to her,
No, of
Is
course.
also
That is awful too.
awful. They going after her family and all that.
Oh, yeah,
Again,
for sure.
bullying.
I mean,
Too
so
much.
who's worse? So
Yeah.
I wasn't defending what she said.
Yes.
I was just defending her because I think people should not shoot her and then also become worse than she is
Yeah.
and start hurting someone else. That's not something that we should encourage. So this is where it's gone crazy. This cancel culture thing. I mean, how did it start? Okay, Black Lives Matter.
Even before that, with
oh, yeah,
celebrities, when
yeah.
a celebrity says something that people don't agree
Yeah.
with,
They
But
just-
but then it got out of hand. It evolved into something really, really ugly. Which is why I wanted to ask Sarah, did anyone do that to you?
No, I've
like what
never
they did
had
to
that.
Sarah, for example.
Maybe I'm not too popular. Maybe if I had like
No,
a
but what-
million.
there's nothing for her for people to cancel because she hasn't said anything
yeah,
to
I've never
anyone
said
who's upset
anything.
anyone. She
Yeah.
hasn't attacked anybody or upset
I
anybody.
mean, it could be
She's-
someone that's super feminist, that's
I get what
just
you mean.
an activist that
Then-
that
No,
just
No, but
can't
if you're
stand what you
super
do.
feminist, then you should be for nude modeling because
It's all
you're
about
it's woman empowerment.
See,
freedom.
this is where okay. I would have thought a feminist would go. The feminists in Singapore. I don't talk about those in the West. Yeah.
They protest.
You
nude.
are just promoting women to be objectified. This is how I see it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I would think that a feminist in Singapore would go that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a feminist in the West would go, "You go, girl.
Like,
Yeah.
Grow hair in your pits as well."
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference of the two cultures, don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking, did especially women, I would have thought women would be the ones who would come after you.
I mean, I'll just tell them to like fuck off because I'm doing me. How about you just do you? Like, yeah.
I mean, she tells me to fuck off all the time. So. She's not definitely. If she doesn't listen to me, she's definitely not listening to you.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what? It's my body. How about you focus on yourself? Go away.
That's cool. That's
That's
cool.
it.
No,
But
we,
yeah.
we come to this bit of the show. It's a staple that we have in KWC, and it's called the quick fire segment.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask questions, very quick questions,
Okay.
and then I will point. Okay? And
Okay.
then whoever I point to, give me the answer.
Okay.
Okay? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. What school do you go to?
Holy Innocents High School.
Christchurch. Secondary school.
Holy Innocents. If she had told me Holy Innocents, I said, no, you're not. Christchurch Secondary School.
Yeah.
Okay. Your best memory from school?
I was only there for 6 months, so
What?
I'm not really sure. Probably leaving school, running away.
Stay in school, kids. Otherwise, you'll have to send nude pics.
Yeah. I dropped out of school in 13, 14, so.
But she went back to private school.
I went to private school,
afterwards,
completed my N levels, O levels diploma. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you got a diploma.
Yeah.
Diploma in what?
Sports and exercise science.
Ah.
Yeah.
And is it something that you still want to pursue?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the gym to come, and then after that, I'll join. But it's
So
taking a
you-
break because of COVID.
So you are looking for actively looking for a full-time job as a personal trainer?
Yeah, I do have a gym. I mean, we've already signed the contracts, but COVID happened, so
Right.
I guess we have to wait for them to call us back.
Okay, gym owners, you know who you are. Sarah Jane White's looking for a job as a PT. You know what to do. Give us a buzz. Easy to reach me. Okay,
Yes.
good luck for that, man.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
so,
you.
so what's your favorite exercise?
The hip thrust. I mean, really, the hip thrust.
Oh,
But she's being serious though.
No,
She's
I'm
not
serious. I started gymming because I just wanted to grow my ass, and then after that I fell in love. Okay, I fell in love after that, and
But
So, okay.
a lot of people are into like having a nice butt these days. People are getting butt jobs. Boob jobs are not the thing anymore. People are getting butt jobs.
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift.
Thailand.
Okay, Chris.
Thailand.
All right, Chris. Okay. So let me get this right. This is supposed to be quick fire. My producer's going to have my ass
Sorry.
for this. Since we're talking about asses, because it's supposed to be quick fire. You were just complaining to me, Chris. A quick fire. You ask the answer, you move on.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
go
no,
move on.
no. Don't. I don't care. Until since you started that shit, so you started Jimmy because you wanted to have a nice ass.
At first,
And
yeah.
your favorite routine would be the trust.
The hip thrust, yeah.
And then after that, you got hooked on it, huh?
Yeah, then now I love full body, of course. I can't just have a big and
You
small
plank,
body.
do you plank and all that?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Upper body, building, everything.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
plank you later, okay? 1 minute, 10 seconds, huh?
Okay.
All right, elbow plank, huh? Okay, all right, let's go, man, let's go. I'm a gym rat.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
saw.
super gym rat, but good stuff. I really hope you get what you want. Yeah,
Thank
in the
you.
job. Okay, Sheila, how did we get to that?
Okay, next.
Your best memory from school?
My best memory from school. Oh, I was in science class, and then in chemistry we have these showers in class. So in middle of class, I pulled the shower down, and the whole classroom got flooded, and we had to get out.
What?
You're
That was
shitting
pretty
me.
fun. No, I'm serious.
And you,
remember that.
how old are you? You secondary one, two?
Secondary 3, I think. I was always getting detention and suspension in school.
What? For what?
For talking back to teachers, for
Yeah.
being late.
Well, she wasn't innocent.
And they
either.
always told me, Lisa, you won't amount to anything.
Oh, you know what? I got
Yeah.
that shit too.
Really?
Oh. I
Well,
got that
here's
shit.
us not amounting to anything.
Hey, teachers, don't ever say things like that to kids. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
not the
horrible.
right thing. It's true because I had when I was in secondary too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a normal stream student.
So am I.
Yeah,
so
we're
was
very
I.
bright people. You know that?
Yeah,
very
for
bright
sure.
people. And at that time, I don't know about your time, but
Yeah.
at that time, we knew that we could try
Mm-hmm.
in Sec 1 and Sec 2 to get ourselves and to express
Yeah.
our grades,
Yeah.
right? I was just short of a mark.
Really?
And I went to my art teacher and I asked her for that 1 mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she said to me?
What?
Boys like you will amount to nothing in life. Why should I bother?
Wow.
And I wasted a year because of the 1 stupid mark that she refused to give me for art. You know, wow.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old today and I still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You see how important you teachers are.
It's important to
Yeah.
be kind and to encourage children to reach their dreams
Exactly.
and reach their potential. When I was 9, actually, my primary school teacher, I told him I want to be a model, and he was like, "You a model?" Haha! And he started laughing, and he encouraged the whole class to laugh with
What an
him too.
asshole.
Yeah, that's an asshole. Is he still
Horrible.
alive?
He's still alive. I
Okay.
think he's still teaching there.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
I'll say it. So, Lisa, do you have any secret skills?
Secret skills. Oh, did I tell you about this?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I can move my boobs. I can actually move my chest. Yeah, you know how bodybuilders can do it. Yes, I can do that, but I'm not gonna do that. I can only do that from my
Privately.
boyfriend. From my boyfriend. Yeah.
Like to the dance of the music.
Okay, so the reason why you can do that is because you do a lot of presses. I mean,
No,
bench presses.
no,
She
I've
could do it
done that
since-
since I
yeah.
was young. I've been able to do that since I was
Holy
15.
crap, she's got natural pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very right either, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
okay. How about you? Don't tell me hip thrusting. Okay. Secret skills, Sarah.
I bake good cakes.
Yeah, she can cook quite well.
No.
Yes, I can
Bake.
bake.
Like what?
Like fondant cakes and everything. I started when I was 16, but I got even offered to work in a cake shop at like 18, but I didn't do it. I wish I did,
Got a great idea for you.
but yeah.
I've got a great idea for
What?
I got a great. I tell you, this one you put on Priva post, you'll be a hit. You'll be a hit.
What is it?
What?
Cakes with a
She
pig.
dressed the way she's dressed usually for Priva post, and then you do a Martha Stewart
Oh.
baking show. You know. Think about it. Think about it.
That's-
Yeah. A baking show. But it's not like in what's it, Europe? There's the guy that the nude chef.
Oh.
And, he's a shredded guy.
Right.
And
Oh, wow.
he actually does the cooking show in the nude, and all the women just tune in.
What?
He's
Really?
making tons of money.
Oh, that's
Actually,
good.
that's a good idea.
Then sell it
I'm
afterwards.
learning. I'm encouraging you. See? Okay.
Thank
Oh
you.
gosh, Chris. Right. Sarah, name a celebrity that turns you on.
Shah Rukh Khan. Khan. I love Shah Rukh Khan. I think that he's a very sexy man.
Not surprised.
Not
I'm
surprised.
I'm not surprised. A lot of women like that guy.
Yeah.
He's got charm, I
They
guess.
don't have to be. It doesn't have to be an Indian lady who to like.
For sure,
Shah
no,
Rukh
for
Khan.
sure.
Yeah. I know a lot of Chinese girls who just go, oh, Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not surprised. How about you?
Amazing.
Somebody who
And a celebrity turns you on.
celebrity. Ooh, I love Chris Evans. He's so hot. And Chris Hemsworth. Oh my god, I actually met
You
Chris
met him,
Hemsworth.
yeah.
You did?
I did. So at the launch of, the Hugo Boss opening in MBS, he is so tall. So I'm pretty tallish, 173. I was on 6-inch heels, and he was one head taller than me. And when I see him in Avengers, I'm like, okay, he's Chris Hemsworth. Okay, nothing much. When I saw him in person, he has this star presence about him, and he literally looks like a god. And he's so tall, and I was like, wow, I'm now a fan. Yeah.
Wow.
Life is so unfair, sometimes. Yeah. God. When you hear a good-looking lady talking about a guy like Chris Hemsworth that way, then you look at yourself and you go, okay, Chris, shoot yourself in the face. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes I have to say it, man. What do you think? You think us guys don't feel like? Of course we do, Especially when our wives go, "Oh, he's so cute."
I get it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Lisa, if you knew you were eating your last meal, what would it be?
It would be pancakes.
Wow.
Pancakes.
I love pancakes.
Pancakes with what?
Bacon and maple syrup and eggs.
Eggs, yeah.
God, that's your white side coming out, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just showing, no pun intended, but that's your white side because I can never, for the life of me. I've said this before, to people.
Yeah.
Pancakes, I understand. I love pancakes with the maple syrup. Yeah, I can do all that. With the butter, I can do all that. But
But
with the freaking bacon and eggs with pancakes, and then you have the sweet stuff on
I
it.
love it.
no, I have a friend, my girlfriend. She eats pancakes. You know the McDonald's pancakes.
Yeah.
She eats it with chili sauce and maple syrup.
Yeah, that's a bit intense.
You see, this is where the Asian side of me come up and go, oh, okay, right, pancakes and maple syrup, then you have bacon and then you have egg. I mean, how does it just go? It doesn't.
A lot of good things are a mix, the perfect balance between sweet and savory.
Sounds like us, the mixed people.
Ooh, cheers to that, cheers to that, cheers to that.
Yeah, a lot of good things come from things that's mixed. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Now, Sarah, how about you? Your last meal, what would it be?
I've never really thought about this, but I really like burgers. Like maybe a good American fat burger with beef and bacon and everything.
Okay. The one like my what do you call those places? Like the delis in Chicago.
Yeah, I
And you have
guess.
all the.
Well, we've never been to Chicago.
We've never
so
been, so
we can't
I
say-
guess so.
But yeah.
Neither
sure.
have I. Neither have I. I travel the world on Discovery Travel, okay? And Discovery
that's
Food.
fun. That's
And I
fun.
see that and I go, oh shit, that's Chicago.
Nice.
And then check out the meats. Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, so a good bloody fat burger, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I would like to have a huge tomahawk.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like
Give me a
Matt.
tomahawk any day, man. I love my cows. I really do. And yeah, I mean, I've had like 2 tomahawks this year already, cooked in our own.
So your wife
Yeah.
cooked it for you?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
Meat, man. I mean, it's beef. It's just steaks, steaks and especially the tomahawk just turns me on. That will be my last meal.
That's nice.
Okay, Sarah, favorite cheat day food?
I love McSpicy. But I don't. But during cheat day, I would rather have like Italian pasta.
That's not cheating.
I like it.
No, but
I
that's
mean,
not
during a
cheating.
weekend, if I were to eat a lot of food, I would eat that.
Shucks, man. I'm
Foie gras,
this me. Oh,
fried foie gras.
But that's not really cheap.
It
Yeah,
is.
not
It's
that
fattening as
unhealthy.
hell.
it's
Oh.
super fattening.
That's
Super,
true.
super.
Yeah.
fattening.
My
Foie gras.
restaurant has really good foie gras. Just in
Oh,
case.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not fried, but it's good.
You know why I don't like to eat foie gras in Singapore? Because it's too
Ooh.
damn overpriced.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean, when I'm in,
yeah.
whenever I'm in Europe, I will
Yeah.
have foie gras, and it's really cheap.
Wow.
And the
okay.
quality is
Oh
really good.
hell yeah!
Yeah.
Like
That's
salmon,
nice.
I'd rather have salmon in Norway than having
Yeah.
salmon anywhere
True,
else.
true, true. What about
Because-
Japan? Japan has good salmon too,
But
right?
you know, I've been to the kitchen in Japan, which is Osaka, and
Yeah.
I've eaten a lot of things during my stay there. But
Yeah.
it just doesn't do it for me.
Really?
It just I don't know why it just doesn't do it for me. It's more Europe.
Right,
It's
right.
me in Europe. It's
Mhm.
eating stuff that I want to eat in Europe, like paellas in Spain. you
Oh,
know? Yeah,
yes.
Iberian.
Oh my god.
Iberian pork would be Spain or even
Yeah.
Portugal. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whoa. Yeah. Okay. How about you? Favorite cheat day food?
Chocolate. Love chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Lisa, an Ivy League university calls you up and offers you a degree for free, all the way to honors or masters or even a PhD. What would you study?
I would study probably international relations
Mm-hmm.
or psychology, I think,
Oh,
or communications. No, maybe journalism. Journalism. I would like to do that.
okay. How about you, Sarah?
PhD.
Permanently head damaged. Okay.
Can I switch? Like
Halfway
degree,
through.
masters, go for something, then degree, study for something.
It's
Sure,
a
it's your
hypothetical
call.
world, so you can do whatever you
Go
want.
ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I would probably maybe my bachelor's. I would probably take like business, and then after I'll go to sports science. So I have some knowledge in business, and then after that, my PhD will be in sports science. And
But from what I
can
learned,
see.
for those who go for PT certification, right? What they do teach you the most will be marketing.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they do. There's already.
much
It's like more like 90% of the topic would be that. you know?
Marketing.
Yeah, I just discovered that this morning.
Really?
Yeah,
Nah.
just discovered
Not
that this
for
morning.
you.
Not for me, I guess.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there are a lot of online courses for
Yeah,
marketing
yeah.
and advertising these
Yeah.
days, which is great. I think that's great.
Oh.
Moving along, your dream job, Sarah.
Definitely a business owner of like 10, 15 gyms, and also probably a beauty parlor. That's
Okay.
about it.
Lisa.
My dream job, to be a very successful actress.
We're
Yeah.
still holding on to that, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
How about your dream destination?
Dream destination. Right now it's Canada.
Yeah.
And yours?
Canada.
Sarah.
What's wrong with the two of you?
No, I want to go there because I have a boyfriend there.
I'm
Okay.
just joking, but I would like to go there anyways. Actually, Amsterdam. Yes.
I can imagine you
Amsterdam.
in Amsterdam. Yeah, I can.
Amsterdam's good. Amsterdam's a cool
Yeah,
place.
I can imagine Sarah being
Oh,
there.
for sure. She
I
would
can.
love it.
Oh, you fit in so well.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, really.
Fit in the red light district.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I didn't say that. No. What? I wasn't even thinking about that. What's wrong with
That's
you?
a good one, sis. I like it.
No, but you know,
I
in
know.
Amsterdam
I
they
was-
have like windows where there are women just like displaying
Exotic
themselves.
dance.
With the
Yeah.
window shopping in Amsterdam
Yeah.
is so cool. Yeah. Okay. Lisa, what's your favorite workout? I'm not gonna ask you anymore because I've already asked you that.
My favorite workout is I like lat pull downs.
Lat pull downs. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah.
mountain climbers. I don't know. It's just
Shoulder press,
fun.
maybe.
Easy.
It's really strange for a woman to say, I like lat pull downs. They will say, leg presses and all that, and anything to do with the legs, yeah?
Yeah,
The bums, yeah? Yeah. Well, anyway, we've come to the end of the show. Brady, I'm thinking I should start my own Priva post.
Go for it,
I
Chris.
think you should.
Go
Whether
for
it's
it.
10, and it's in USD, so whether it's 10 USD, whatever, it's still money.
Priva post, and I do some semi-professional, what was it again? Glamour
Glamour
poses.
shots.
Here we go,
Why
man.
not?
Woo!
People might pay.
Hey,
might
she
have
she
fans.
got a weird request. Somebody was willing to pay her for pictures of her feet, just her feet alone.
Yeah, I mean your feet, fingers,
and did you?
armpit.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
And did you?
Do you have a picture? Obviously, my photo shoots, I have pictures with my hands up.
No, but did you do that? Did you
No,
actually?
of course. Of my feet, yeah, of course.
You did.
I will take
And
pictures.
did that Joker pay you?
Yeah, my boyfriend takes it for me. He's like, okay, this way, maybe that way. And I'm like, okay, is it nice? Yeah, but
Welcome
Okay.
to 2020.
Yeah, I've got a lot to think about, man. Anyway, thank you, ladies, for being on the show. It's really nice having you, and so sorry if I've been so stumped along the way, especially at the beginning of the show, because I'm really trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. But thanks so very much, and I hope you had fun.
I did.
We did. Thank you so
Thank
much. for
you.
having
Yes,
us.
pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine. And
Woo.
we'll see you at the next episode of Kopi with Chris. Bye, everyone.
Bye.